Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my world, which is the House of Nightmares. Let's begin. Alright guys, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about a few little things here and there. I have two toys, two Chucky dolls right here that I have. I was moving things around and I was staring at these Chucky dolls and I've noticed something about these two Chucky dolls, and that is, why don't they make Chucky dolls like this anymore? I mean, we do have a lot of other great Chucky dolls from like Mezco Toys and stuff like that, but I don't know, something about these Chucky dolls look a lot different from these Chucky dolls or any other Chucky dolls that we have in the market today. So one of the Chucky dolls that I have here is the NECA Real Toys Child's Play 3 12-inch talking figure. Now this is one of my favorite toys. I like the box design and everything. And I've noticed that it's always like a Child's Play 2 or Bride of Chucky. It's never really Child's Play 3, but I really like this doll. And then we have another one right here by McFarlane Toys, and this is from Child's Play 2. So these are two of my favorite Chucky dolls that I own, that I feel like we don't get to see as much out there in the market as we do now from like Mezco Toys or Trick or Treat Studios for that matter. But we just don't see toys like this anymore. And as you can see, these two dolls, they don't have clothing made out of cloth or like real clothing material. The clothing on these Chucky dolls are made out of plastic, and I really do like that. So I think these dolls are a lot worth more now than probably something like this, only because I feel like the plastic on these dolls is a lot more durable and a lot more strong than this plastic that these Chucky dolls are made out of. And I think making the clothing would be a lot cheaper than making plastic clothing for these dolls. So I want to talk to you guys about that, because I was thinking about the NECA, Chucky, and Tiffany life-size dolls that we really haven't gotten any type of news. So that got me thinking, like, why is NECA taking forever? And not only that, but why hasn't NECA released more Chucky dolls like this? Because this is from NECA, but this does come from Real Toys. So let's talk about this one first. So as you can see, this is from Child's Play 3, and this is a 12-inch talking Chucky doll. Now this Chucky doll came out in 2006, and I'm guessing in that year NECA bought the rights from Universal Studios, because obviously we see right here that it says from Universal Studios. And I really like the packaging, because it's a good guy doll box. And I don't know if you can see on the screen, but the color of this box is almost fading, because this is a really old vintage doll. And I guess it's from I guess we're having like a cult classics series at that time. I think this is from series 4. I don't know, but I do know that they did come out with another cult classics Chucky doll, and I believe that one was 5 inches tall. And I don't have that one, but I think you can find that Chucky doll anywhere on eBay, Amazon, or any other store where you can buy toys for like $60-70. So it's not a really bad price, but I think this one is the one that's a little bit more hard to find, and if you do find it, it's a little bit more expensive, because this is considered like a real good vintage Chucky doll. Alright, so I'm gonna take this little black cover off really quick. One piece of advice that I can tell people who collect Chucky dolls is never put your Chucky boxes in front of a window or anywhere where the sun hits, because things like this, as you can see, the color of the box is fading. I don't know if that's my fault or not, because I do keep my Chucky dolls away from the window, and I do keep them away from the sun, because I don't want this to happen. And as you can see, you see a big difference in the color. That's because this was covering that bottom side. So I mean, but it's still a good box. I think the box is in great conditions. I don't remember where I bought this one from, but I think I did get a really good deal. This might have even been a gift, a Christmas gift. I'm not 100% sure, but I really like this. And it's a shame that NECA hasn't been able to come out with something like this, exactly like this. I would love for them to come out with something like this again. All right, so I'm gonna take this one out of the box. I know. What are you doing? It's losing its value. I have taken this one out of its box before. The reason why I am gonna take him out of the box is because I'm never going to sell this one. I'm always going to keep this one because this one is one of my favorite dolls. So I'm never gonna sell it. So I really don't care if it loses its value. But this is what the little guy looks like, the little bad one. And I really like the accessories that this doll has. It has a bat, it has a knife, and then it has the iconic hammer that he uses in Child's Play 1, the voodoo knife from Child's Play 1 as well, and the bats from, what is it, Child's Play 3, I believe. Now, I'm not gonna take them out of these annoying little things because putting it back and screwing those little things back together, it's so annoying, but this is a close-up of what the doll looks like. It's a really good doll. I really like the paint job. I really like the hair, and just everything about this doll is really good. The accessories are just beautiful, especially that voodoo knife. It's a really good voodoo knife. The shoes, just everything. Look at those hands. Those hands look real good. They look realistic. They look creepy. They look scary. And honestly, this is just one of those best Chucky dolls out there. If you can get your hands on one of these, do it because it's really worth it, and it's worth the price. Probably the most I would have paid for this would be like $200, tops $250. It's not that serious, but this is a talking Chucky doll. I don't think mine has batteries. It does have a button in the back. It doesn't have batteries, or I think the batteries died out, but this is definitely a really good Chucky doll to have, you guys. And you know what? I really hope that NECA one day realizes that if they can get the license to do something like this, do it, because this is a really good Chucky doll. I'm glad that I own one because this is truly a cult classic, just what it's called, a cult classic, and it's a really good collectible for any Chucky fan or horror fan out there that collects dolls like this one. So yeah, if you can get your hands on one of these without paying crazy money, I say go for it because it's a really good collectible, and I am obsessed with this Chucky doll. Alright, you guys, so moving on to the next one, to another incredible Chucky doll that I have here, and this is from McFarlane Toys. This is a 12-inch figure. This little bad boy came out in October of 2001, and it was part of the movie Maniacs Collectors Club. And this is again another great Chucky doll, another great figure to own to your collection. This is just an incredible and beautiful doll. The paint job on this doll and just the hair, the way that it was sculpted and molded, it's such a beautiful doll. Now, I don't think I've ever taken this one out of its box, but I guess we'll be taking it out of its box today. Alright, you guys, so this is what it looks like outside of its box. I gotta say, outside of its box, it looks so freaking evil. It looks incredible. The paint job is just sick. This Chucky doll looks like it's coming to life. It's turning from like doll to human form. He just looks sick. I mean, seriously, look at that face. Look at those eyes, those freckles, that smile, and that crazy orange hair. Everything about this doll I absolutely love. That voodoo knife in the back looks crazy. It looks realistic. And again, with this doll, I really like the way they made those hands look. They look realistic, they look scary, and I don't know, you guys, it's just a beautiful doll. The paint job on this doll is just sick. I really like this. And this is what I'm talking about, like, why don't they make more Chucky dolls like this? This is honestly an incredible Chucky doll, and I like the way that you can pose these hands any way you want. If you had the weapon on him or on his hand, you can pose the weapon any way you want. So the hands are 360, and wow, this is just such a beautiful doll. I really like this doll. It's one of my favorite ones. The one thing that I would say I don't like, it's the double chin that Chucky has right here. He just looks like he has a double chin, which I don't like, but it doesn't look that bad. I think that's just me nitpicking on this doll. But yeah, McFarlane has come out with 3 different Chucky dolls. They came out with this one. They also came out with a 6-inch Chucky doll. That one came out in September of 1999. And then they released I believe a set. It was the Bride of Chucky set. It also is from movie Maniacs, and I believe that one was also from September of 1999. I'm guessing that was around when the movie came out. And yeah, so you might be familiar with those Chucky dolls. They're both 6 inches. I don't have those dolls. I do want to get those dolls, but for now, I really like this one. And I believe the 6-inch Chucky doll from McFarlane, it comes with a cute little poster, a little mini poster that you can pose with your Chucky doll. And yeah, it's such a shame. It's such a shame because I would love to see McFarlane Toys come up with more like this. And I was checking out the website. If you go to their website, it's called spawn.com. I do believe they're still around, but they're just not making Chucky dolls, if I'm correct. I mean, I was doing my research a little bit, but I didn't dig too deep into this. But yeah, you can find some of those McFarlane Toys on eBay, Amazon, and stuff like that. But again, if you're looking for something like this, you're gonna be looking to pay somewhat of a coin, maybe $100-$150 for this. It's definitely worth it, especially if you're like a true die-hard Chucky fan who likes to collect things like this. I would say go for it. That's how much I would probably pay for this. I wouldn't pay more than $200, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's a really good and incredible Chucky doll, and I really like this one as well. Also, and really quick, another thing that I should point out is that McFarlane Toys does create more than just Chucky dolls. They have created amazing dolls like Freddy Krueger, Jaws. I don't know what this one is. Oh, it's the Blair Witch. The Blair Witch. That's interesting. I've never seen I've never seen this doll right here. And it says the Blair Witch right here in the corner, but I don't think we've ever seen the Blair Witch or how the Blair Witch looks. So that's actually really interesting. I could be wrong, I don't know. But then they have this, a beautiful Leatherface one. I really want to get this Leatherface one because it's really good. I really like this one. So yeah, these are two of my favorite Chucky dolls that I have in my collection that I wish and I would hope that these companies would create more Chucky dolls like these, because these are great. Not to discredit Mezco Toys for creating these dolls, because these dolls are incredible and amazing, but something like this would be also something that I would like to see happening again. I don't know, what do you guys think? But before you guys let me know what you think of these dolls, let's talk about the movie night recommendation of the week. Alright, so in today's movie night recommendation of the week, we have The Loved Ones. Whoa, where do I begin with this movie and how do I describe this movie? So this movie came out in October 31st, 2009, directed by Sean Byrne. It is described as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets 16 Candles, but I gotta say, if I can describe this movie in a few words, it would be crazy, demented, delusional, sick, and just twisted. You guys, this movie is so sick and so twisted. It's really about this character by the name of Brent Mitchell, who gets into this accident that changes his life. Without saying too much, this is a spoiler free, but he gets into this accident that traumatizes him a lot, and he goes into this deep depression and just blames himself for what happens. And he does have a girlfriend by the name of Holly, who pretty much is his like jelly to his peanut butter. So she is the reason why he's still alive fighting. But then we meet our main protagonist, and that is Lola, which is honestly the star of this movie. Now Lola asks Brent if he wants to go to the dance with her, and obviously he says no because he's gonna go to the dance with his girlfriend Holly, and Lola doesn't take that very kind, and that's where everything just takes its turns, its twists. And you guys, this movie is so incredibly well done. Let me warn you right now, don't go into this movie thinking it's just really all about killing and stuff like that. It's more so about torturing the victim in a very psychological way, in a very physical way, in a very mental way. So this movie is just so good if you're into that type of crazy psychotic type of movies. I really like the storyline. I think the storyline is great. I do gotta say it's a little bit sick and disgusting. I don't want to say too much, but it is kind of sick and disgusting, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you watch the movie. And this movie is literally the definition of a father will do anything for his children. And let me just leave it at that. But yeah, The Loved Ones is definitely a crazy movie. It's definitely about a sick family. It's a crazy psychotic family type of movie. You will see a lot of blood and a lot of torture. So if you're into that, check this movie out. I highly recommend this movie. So on the scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not sick and disturbing and 10 being sick and disturbing, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 9. I'm telling you right now, it's a sick, disturbing, but fun and enjoyable movie. But overall, I'm gonna give this movie a B+. This movie has everything that I like to see in crazy, sick, and twisted type of movies, and the main character is literally what steals the show. I love it. So once again, I highly recommend this movie. Check it out. But alright you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I would like to know your thoughts and your opinions on what we talked about. What do you guys think about these companies coming up with more Chucky dolls like the ones that we just talked about? Are you excited? Are you still excited for NECA life-size Chucky dolls hopefully coming this year? Are you over it? Are you exhausted? Or are you still patiently waiting? As always, let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, please give this video a huge thumbs up. If you are into horror, if you're into Chucky, if you're into scary and everything in between, stick around, click that subscribe button because I would love to have you part of the horror club, which is the best club. So if you're into that, the House of Nightmares can provide that, your #1 source for Chucky and Chucky news and everything horror. But alright you guys, as always, thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one. Bye.